I'm Senator Henry Stern, coming to you, I guess, semi-live over Zoom, um, here from the heart of my district, the 27th district, which is also the epicenter of fire country here in Southern California. Um, we're also one of the epicenters, though, of clean energy. So I'm delighted to be working with the Climate Center, your incredible team, Kurt, and all your advocates in the Capitol. You've really emerged as a force this year in our public policy making discussions. And we know this has been a long time coming, but this campaign for a climate safe California is not only crucial, but it's scalable. I think that the goals for a 2030 near-term net negative emissions target is not just something we should be striving for in California, but something that we should really be pushing the next administration. Hopefully there is a next administration, but the next administration to embrace as well. So I'm incredibly honored to get an opportunity to chat with you guys a little bit today about what we've been facing in my district and frankly all over the state of California, a place where keeping the lights on meets our climate goals, where a wildfire is not only exacerbated by our completely unsustainable way of burning fossil fuel, but in fact the solutions to that wildfire risk and its impact on the power grid requires us to embrace clean energy. We went through devastating wildfires for the last several years here in the district. I actually lost my own place back during Woolsey. And then last fall and winter, the lead up to my wedding, even the week of, I was evacuated 3 times, had the power shut off twice, had to evacuate my grandmother and try to find a way to get her to medication because her refrigerator wouldn't work and couldn't keep her medicine cool. Things get very real and very personal in a way that I think often is difficult for us to understand with something as ethereal as climate change or power grid or resiliency or these terms we throw around. Very, very real for millions of people now in the state of California. My thesis, and I think the Climate Center's thesis as well in partnering with us on our legislation this year, has been that we can meet these tests without defaulting to diesel or old technologies as something we sort of grasp to and cling to as a safe technology of the past. In fact, it's more risky than ever, especially during wildfires. I remember friends of mine trucking a pickup truck full of red diesel canisters just to get to the urgent care center to get a shot for someone I knew stepped on a nail and needed a tetanus shot. To have to haul canisters of diesel through a wildfire just to refuel a diesel generator that, oh, by the way, contributes to our terrible emissions here in Southern California, seemed to me wrong-headed. So we've really been trying to push the envelope and see if we can embrace what are now very cost-effective, community-based technology solutions, empowering both local governments, schools, our CCAs, community groups, even places like nursing homes and water districts and individuals who don't have the means to procure this technology necessarily. But if we collectively start to finance these climate solutions, we can not only get through wildfires, but we can chip away at our greenhouse gas debt in the process. I've been really proud on the self-generation incentive program that we've got hundreds of millions of dollars moving through the Public Utilities Commission. And I think, you know, often they say the Public Utilities Commission is slow or they don't get things going quickly enough. I have tremendous trust in the Public Utilities Commission to meet the urgency of this moment. Granted, no one's perfect and we want to see more urgency. I've been a little disappointed to see that some of the utilities plans that have been authorized really do solely rely on diesel going into this wildfire season as a backup power strategy. So disheartened by that, but at the same time, we're seeing a new push for microgrids, for self-generation incentives, for other solutions that rely on clean energy technologies. And so I'm more hopeful than ever that California can turn the corner and not just be a buyer of large-scale renewable energy to meet an RPS target, but the kind of community-based energy that's going to let us survive this era of catastrophe that we're all facing. We saw New York take it very seriously after Hurricane Sandy and find energy resiliency solutions to get them through their next epidemic or disaster. But here we need California-based solutions in our communities. And I think if we build from the community up, working with you all and working with the leadership we've seen at the PUC, our Office of Emergency Services, who has to deal with both a pandemic and a climate crisis at the same time, not to mention all the other things they deal with. We have tremendous people working in the state of California's government, and I have huge faith in them that we're not just going to take the easy way out. We're not just going to default to diesel generators going into, low-income people who can't afford it, stranding these assets in their garages or polluting their kitchens even, trying to keep the refrigerator on. But deploy some distributed solutions that we can all rely on and get that moving right now. So to conclude, we have not been able to get all our legislation through this year. And unfortunately, the Senate's Public Safety Power Shutoff Clean Energy Package was held in Assembly Energy and Utilities Committee. But that doesn't soften our resolve in any way to advance these solutions right now. I think the Public Utilities Commission and the Office of Emergency Services have budget authority and regulatory authority to really lead the way. And it's only with partnership from folks like you all, and hopefully with the support of the legislature, that we can turn the corner here and embrace a resilient, clean, abundant, and affordable future for all Californians, and then scale that future to help put this country on track to actually survive the next decade. Thank you all, and take good care.